Would you like a proven backlinking strategy that's going to help you to climb through the search engine ranks to get more traffic and make more profit? Welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is MICK, and I'm here to help you to get more traffic to your website so you can profit from your passions. Now, this is important. Listen up. If you want more content like this from me, give it a thumbs up below and comment to let me know. So that will tell me that I have to make more content just like this for you. And also, if you want traffic like right now, today, if you don't want to wait around for a backlinking strategy and you just want the results now, open up a new tab and go to ProfitCopilot.com/traffic and get a free training course that's going to show you how to drive traffic to your website today. Okay, so back to today's backlinking strategy. This works awesome for bloggers, email list builders, affiliate marketers, product creators, e-commerce stores, service providers, coaches, mentors, you name it, this works. And listen, I've got 20 years experience in SEO, so today you're in really good hands. I'm going to give you a simple 3-step process that you can copy and implement almost straight away. And this will help you to find the websites that want to link to you. But let me start with a story. Okay, now you've probably heard of the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Everyone's heard of that book, right? But did you know that when he launched that book, he didn't have a marketing budget and he didn't get any help from his publisher. He was kind of stuck on his own with this book that he really believed in, but he needed a really solid strategy to get it out there because he was in a similar situation to most of us, right? He kind of starts from zero. So instead of doing the usual thing that everyone else did, like going on a tour and doing book signings and that kind of thing, instead of doing that, he took a slightly different approach. He didn't try to appeal to the masses, to the people who would buy his book. Instead, he focused on appealing to the right type of people. And they are not necessarily the people who will become his customers. Instead, he focused on getting his book in front of the people who already had a large audience. He approached people like tech bloggers and influencers. He knew that he could spread his message, get his book out there further and faster than he could on his own by approaching and talking to these people who had large audiences. And it worked. Okay, everybody's heard of the book. So it worked out pretty well for him. But what happens if we take that approach, that strategy, and we look at it through the prism of SEO? What happens if we take the same approach with our content? What happens? Well, we get more backlinks. We climb higher in the search engine rank. We get a higher click-through rate. We get more traffic. We get more leads. We make more profit. And it all comes back. That starting point is with the right backlinks. And that is because all data, every single experiment has shown that backlinks are still important in SEO. No matter what anybody says, and you will see people saying the whole time backlinking is dead, it's moved on. Every test, I'm talking people like SEMrush, Ahrefs, Mars, these big industry giants of SEO, they have all proven and shown that backlinking is still a vitally important signal when it comes to SEO. And Google themselves have confirmed that it's a top 3 factor in their ranking. We need to create content that gets those kind of backlinks. Okay, we've really got 2 types of people in every niche. So in your niche right now, there's 2 types of people. You've got the people who run websites and the people who don't. Now, most bloggers, content marketers, email list builders, all of us, we all tend to make content only for people in the second group because we see that as our customer base, rightly so. But the problem is most of these people don't run websites. So that means they will never give us backlinks, so we won't climb through the search engine ranks. They might share your content, which is great, but it's not as powerful as a backlink. So we need to focus at least some of our content on the people in the first group, the people who run websites in our niche. I mean, most content creators who succeed with SEO are aware of this strategy. So they create content for those people, the people who run websites, blogs, that kind of thing. So we have to create content that appeals to those people too. So we have to find the people who write about your industry. So how do you find these magic people? Well, I'm going to give you 3 ways. 3 ways, okay? So the first way is to use Google, and the second way is to find who links to existing sites in your niche, and then we're going to look at best of lists. So let's go through each step. And I apologize if you can hear some banging outside. We've got some workmen out there. I don't know if that's been picked up on the audio. I apologize if it is. So step 1, we have to find these people in Google. And we use Google because it's a fairly safe bet that popular and well-respected websites are going to appear on the front page of the SERPs. So what we do is we go to Google and type in a broad keyword or a search phrase in your niche. And we don't focus on commercial keywords. I'll explain the difference. So commercial keywords are things like buy, cheap, course, training, that kind of thing. Instead, we want to focus on informational keywords and bring back results that contain blogs and news websites, information or educational content. So you might want to search for something like, if you're in the SEO industry, how to increase Google ranking. So that's a very broad key phrase. It's not going to bring back so much commercial content, it's going to bring back educational. So now you make a list of the top sites from the SERPs, and then you rinse and repeat until you get around 10 potential sites. And then we move on to step 2. So before we get to that, what if you're in a really tightly focused niche and there's not many blogs or information sites about your niche? Maybe you're just finding your direct competitors. Well, this is where we start looking at shoulder niches. Now, what are shoulder niches? Well, it's a niche that is closely related to your topic. So, for example, if you're a content creator who only specializes in pizza recipes, then the wider industry, the food and drink industry, would be your shoulder niche. So you would look for blogs in the food and drink industry. Or what if you're only focused on growing tomato plants and you can't find many blogs or information sites that focus purely on tomato plants? Well, in that case, gardening or the horticulture industry would be your shoulder niche. So you'd be easily able to find dozens and dozens, possibly even hundreds and thousands of blogs and websites about gardening and horticulture, right? So that would be your shoulder niche. I hope this makes sense. Let me know if it does. Okay, so let's move on to step 2. Let's assume that we've got a list of these relevant sites and we like the look of them. We think it could be a good match. Next, we take those URLs that we got in step 1. We see who links to those guys. Because if they're linking to that content, then they're probably a really good match for you too, right? So what we do, we take those websites, we take that list, and then we put them into a link analysis tool. You can find free ones on Google if you search for them. And that will show you which sites link to the list of sites we generated in step 1. Okay, so let's move on to the last method, step 3. So this is where we look at best of lists. Now, thankfully, most of the hard work has already been done for you. These are posts and lists that, well, list the best blogs in any given niche. So to find the best lists of websites in your niche, we just use these search strings in Google. So we type in top, then your niche, blogs, plus the year. And another search string we can use is your niche, blogs, to follow. Just those 2 search strings will bring back a whole heap of potential blogs that you can use as part of your outreach strategy. And you can also use alltop.com to find other high quality websites in your niche. So now you should have a large number of blogs that you can reach out to with your content. And remember, at the start, I promised you a free traffic source to help you to get traffic for free right now. Well, don't forget to open a new tab, go to profitcopilot.com/traffic and grab that. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell when you do, because that will notify you when I upload another video, which is going to be tomorrow. So thanks for checking this out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, guys.